Salutations everyone, welcome to What Mattered, the show where I tell you not just what happened this week, but only what mattered. Looks like there's a new Five Nights at Freddy's game coming out, and I have an exclusive screenshot for you. I told you he wasn't done making money. I told you. So easily the biggest news this week had to do with Nintendo and the NX and the upcoming Zelda title for the Wii U. They're coming out March of 2017. Now, the initial point for the NX release was supposed to be holiday of this year, so it looks like those plans have changed. And the change for Zelda is not anything to be unexpected. Zeldas get pushed back all the time, including this one. Again, it is absolutely a surprise to probably zero people that it will be coming out on the Wii U and the NX, a la what Twilight Princess did by coming out on the GameCube and the Wii. So that's not a surprise whatsoever. It is a shame we'll have to wait even longer to play the next Zelda game, but maybe it will be even better on the NX. What is the NX? Still have no idea. We don't know. We're not going to know at E3 because the only thing that they're going to have to show there is the new Zelda game. It's going to be quite the light E3 for Nintendo, and us Nintendo fans are going to be disappointed once more. But eventually we'll maybe learn something in late summer. Who knows? All we know is NX Zelda March 2017. So that's all we can hope for, and more speculations until we finally learn something concrete. Call of Duty is supposed to have its announcement for this year's iteration, and as always, there is leaks. There's nothing that they can do about the Call of Duty franchise. That shit's always going to get leaked. So now we know it's called Call of Duty Infinite Warfare. It will be out on November 4th. And Call of Duty 4 is getting remastered. Not just the campaign, but also the multiplayer with 10 maps. And there is a bundle to put those two together, that will cost you an additional $30, it looks like. We have no idea if, at this point, if this COD4 remake will be available outside of this Legacy Edition. But I wouldn't be surprised if they tied it to Infinite Warfare, just so that they can make more money and get that larger install base for their current, installments that I'm sure they want most people to get into. And I think even though there's a large, group of fans that want Call of Duty 4 to be remastered, we know that the large majority of players will be playing the new Call of Duty because it breaks records every year, and it's always the biggest, Call of Duty game is always going to be the current one, no matter, how bad it is. That's just the way that things work out. It is a little bit of surprise that they remastered COD 4, but it makes much more sense that they're bundling it with the Infinite Warfare package, just because that makes more financial sense from the Infinity Ward standpoint, and this is a good move because it's probably going to be the only way to get people to buy Infinite Warfare, because they've done us wrong 3 times in a row, Infinity Ward, and I don't think anyone was ready to snatch up their next installment, especially since everyone's still playing the Treyarch game, aka the good Call of Duty developer. But it looks like some people are going to be like, well, it's got COD 4, so yeah. It's not going to be all the maps, but 10 of them, a little truncated version similar to the Master Chief Collection when they had all those multiplayers remastered and rolled out there on a current generation console. So it'll be interesting to see if it will be available separate. I don't have really any guesses at that point, but it's most likely going to be only with the bundle, at least initially, because that just makes market sense for them. Make money. That's what they care about, making the money. On the other side of things, Battlefield 5 will have its announcement next Friday on the 6th. DICE is holding a special event about the next Battlefield game. Probably going to be called Battlefield 5, and it's probably not going to be in World War I like a bunch of rumors are, spinning it towards. This happens with like every shooter every year. Oh my gosh, are they going to World War I or the Civil War or I don't know, fucking Sticks and Stones? No, that doesn't make sense. Battlefield 4 was amazing, and they should just give us more of that amazing stuff. The Tomb Raider reboot has found its Lara Croft in Alicia Vikander, Oscar-winning Alicia Vikander. She won the last Best Supporting Actress Oscar a few months ago. And while Daisy Ridley was, supposedly within that conversation, she would have been a perfect Lara Croft. I know, because she's perfect at everything she does, because I am a little bit in love with her. While that would have been the ideal world we live in, Alicia Vikander, I think, would have probably been the second best choice that they could have made for a nice young Lara Croft, a la the Tomb Raider reboot, of which I'm playing through right now, and Rise of the Tomb Raider got, great reviews as well. So I think we could have this storyline go down, an origin route, as opposed to that lackluster but passable couple of movies that we got with Angelina Jolie a decade ago. They still weren't great, commercially successful as a video game, film adaptation goes, but still not great movies. This one, however, could buck that trend if Assassin's Creed doesn't already do it later this year. It seems like all the talk was true, and that The Punisher is getting his own series on Netflix after his debut in Daredevil Season 2, which was amazing. If you haven't seen it yet, you should go see it. Of course, it's really good. It's Netflix Marvel. It's great stuff. So this just continues to further the conversation of, so what's going to come out when? We know that Iron Fist is starting up production very soon. There's been casting, new people every couple of days, it seems like. We know that Jessica Jones is getting a Season 2. We know that Defenders is supposed to happen eventually. And now we know that The Punisher is getting his own series. So we don't know what order that's going to be coming out in. We know that Luke Cage comes out later this year and that Iron Fist will probably be the next one. But which will be the one, for next year? Which will be the one after that? Jessica Jones Season 2, The Defenders, or The Punisher? Who knows, but it's all going to be great, and I cannot wait. August 23rd is when King of Fighters 14 comes out, has been confirmed by publisher Atlas as well as SNK. There's a steelbook cover, which got my boy Kyo on the cover, my favorite fighter. And it's been a while since we had a King of Fighters game. Kind of throw, a little bit of freshness into that, tournament 3v3 style stuff that we love to see at CEO and similar events. And I'm actually kind of excited. It's got 50 characters, including 19 new ones, a bunch of online modes, everything you would want and expect. We have training, we have online training, we have story mode, we have time attacks, we have the online versus, it's everything that we want. And it looks really pretty. And there's going to be DLC, of course. We have this, just all kinds of really awesomeness coming from it. And I'm actually pretty tempted already, and it only comes out, in August. So it's been a while since I played a Kingdom Fighters game, and I really, really like what I see from this game so far. And it's new and improved, and it looks like it's going to be a fun punch-in time. We all know that Battleborn comes out on Tuesday. The 2K team, of course, responsible for that, as well as the Borderlands franchise. And now we have confirmation that Borderlands 3 is on its way. We know that the one of the artists from Battleborn has moved on to working on Borderlands 3. Gearbox has been kind of, really open with the fact that there's going to be a new Borderlands game. And I think everybody can get on board with that, because the games that we've gotten so far are amazing, and they're worth, second and third playthroughs, as I'm doing right now. So yeah, Borderlands 3, official, without them, telling us that it's coming out. We don't know when it's going to come out. We've heard rumors about, sometime around now next year, which would throw into a wrench into a lot of other publishers' plans, such as what Ubisoft has planned with the Badlands and, a Destiny sequel happening. So it's going to be a competitive, fun, shooty time next year, and Borderlands 3 is going to be one of them. Your Xbox Live free games for gold for May go as follows: Defense Grid 2, Costume Quest 2, Peggle, and Grid 2. Your free PlayStation 4 games for May go as follows: Switch Galaxy Ultra, Tabletop Racing World Tour, and Tropico 5. Your PS3 games are Bionic Commando Rearmed 2 and Loco Roco Coco. And the Vita also gets Switch Galaxy Ultra, as well as God of War Ghost of Sparta. Any Hootie and the Blowfish, that is what mattered this week. If you would like to know what matters in the future, hit the sub button. One of these comes out every single Saturday. Leave your comments below on any of the stories that I mentioned this week, and I hope to see you guys next time.